Hi friends, my name is Emily and welcome back to the Wish You Were Here monthly newsletter, June 2024, part 2. I recorded a video this morning and then as I was going through the updates of what this past 3 years has been, I forgot one very, very significant part, and when I watched it back and realized it, it's because I really had disassociated during that chapter of my life, and not because it's not something that I'm proud of, but because it was a very difficult chapter in my life to have to come to terms with, that there was such a long period of my life, which, by the way, if you haven't guessed it, it's my coming out story. It's the fact that it's June 1st, it's the fact that it's Pride Month, it's the fact that in the United States, it's only been 9 years since 2015, since same-sex marriages were legal. And so I didn't include it in that first video because as I was going through these past 3 years, it is something that I have had to come to terms with, that it is so sad that for so long of my life, I felt so sad that I didn't belong somewhere and that people in my life didn't accept me because of who I loved, right? Which, if you're asking, Emily, what do you identify as? I identify as bisexual. So I like to date women and men. And even to that point there, right? Like my coming out story, because I've talked about how in my first video, how it's been 3 years since I sold my house. And that's also been a huge part of, right? Like 4 years ago, I was also getting out of a long-term relationship. And so moving into these 3 years, right? I really didn't want to date. So, you know, I'm freshly out of the closet. I came out on 11/11 in 2021, November 11th, because my birthday is December 3rd, and I decided, like that year I was turning 30 in 2021, and I decided that I no longer wanted to leave the version of Emily that had to hide. I wanted to leave that version in my 20s, you know, as I was going from 29 to 30, and so I wanted to kind of reintroduce myself on my 30th birthday, and so I did exactly that. And the reason that I'm sharing this as well is full transparency, is that I hope that the space that I provide on the internet is a safe space for everyone. Everyone is invited here. Everyone is included here. And I hope that you feel valued when you're in my corner of the internet. So I just wanted to say happy Pride Month to all my queer friends, and everybody, right? It's something that should be celebrated, because all we're celebrating is the fact that we just love people, right? Like, we just want people to enjoy life. And I'm gonna step off my soapbox from that a little bit for a quick second and bring up some fun games if you're looking for a game night to host at your new place, okay? I recommend the game Hues and Cues. It's really fun, the more the merrier. It works out like a game board, and there are pieces for each person, and you take turns picking a card. And on each card has 3 different colors, and so the person who picks the card chooses a color, and let's say that they, you know, chose this like hot pink one, right? So then they have to describe that color using one word. So maybe they say bubblegum, right? And everyone else in the game has to put their piece what color they think bubblegum would be. Or if they chose like a blue and they say, you know, like Levi's jeans. I don't know, something like that, right? Or like, you get it. But this one's a really, really fun game, and whoever, you get points system by whoever gets the closest vicinity to the actual color. And then something else that's really fun, I talked about this in the May newsletter, but these are watercolors that I had painted. They were like thank you cards that I was using for my clients when they book photography services with me and web design services, and I made them into greeting cards. So this is just like a little packet of a dozen greeting cards. They just open up into a blank insert so you can write in them, but this is also something that I'm doing a giveaway for, so if you're interested in it, let me know. There's a link in the May newsletter, but I can send it to you there as well. And when I was looking at my notes, right, because like I like to take little bulleted notes of the things that I want to highlight for these, and the things that I also want to take away from sharing just a little fraction of my coming out story is that as it pertains to my photography business. I talked about in my last video how in 2022 I second shot a lot, and that is because I was not as comfortable interacting with couples because I had just had my heart broken. So I was just not really interested in talking about love to anyone, right? And then especially I felt so new in this community, and so I was so nervous, and I felt such an imposter syndrome also to even say that I belonged to this community. And so it makes me a little bit emotional because this June also it'll be my third, 2022, 2023, 2024. So it'll be my third official Pride Month, right? And it is just really makes me happy that I'll be able. I'm in Austin right now, right? I moved to Austin. If you didn't catch that, I'm an official resident of Austin, Texas, and it just feels really good to be able to live in a community where I feel accepted and seen and heard and valued and celebrated. And so I just wanted to add this as a part 2 because I would have been just really remorse if I didn't talk about, obviously, Pride Month for June. We love it, okay? And I hope that everyone's having a great day. I know that the state of the world right now is really scary, and that's an understatement. So I hope that everyone can enjoy their day to the best of their ability. And happy Pride Month, okay, to all my lovies, and I love y'all so much, okay? And I can't wait to hang out with y'all this June. Also, just a little head note too. I don't know if I mentioned this the other one, but the home photo session giveaway, you do have to live in the area of Austin for you to be applicable. But you know what? Even if you don't live in Austin, still apply, because there is going to be another opportunity for a home life photo session in the fall where I'll be traveling. So, all right, love y'all, friends. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, and fun. You get to see the apartment in the day, because the other video I recorded it at night, but this is it during the day. Okay, we get really great natural sunlight. We love it so much. Okay, we love it so much. Okay, love you, bye.